Target Trading Academy.
Good afternoon, everybody. Preston Vogl here at Target Trading Academy with today's micros market recap. Let's get right into it. So we're about 15 minutes after the close. It is Wednesday, May 24th. If we look at oil, we opened gap up well above the contract high as well as that close. That close was, it was like around here, I believe. Initially, we had, let me move that out of the way. Initially, we had a move up, and then I had the oil news come out, and they just couldn't make any headway up, couldn't make any down. Took going through lunch, and then 30 minutes into lunch, all of a sudden that volatility kicked in, brought it down, and they just got barely above that close before a buyer stepped in and brought it back up, finishing positive for the day. But at least we did get into the range from the day prior, getting back into balance. As far as gold goes, it opened gap up, had a little run up, and then it just dropped like a rock, got to its close, and then put in even lower lows and it had closed below that close from yesterday. So we're up in oil, we're down in gold. As far as our equities go, we opened gap down. Not a lot of movement today in in the equities. I mean, decent participation for trending entries or practicing trending entries, and for a handful of reversals or inverses, just a standard entry. But right off the bat, we opened well below that close, not even near that range, and we just melted down, hit that edge. That's where you saw a lot of the trades in the winner loser break evens, this edge here. And then we came down and hit this one. We had a response there a couple times, and they just didn't want to break this level, this 4120-ish area. And you can see that they were there for quite some time. I mean, let me scroll that back again. So from 10:30-ish to 11:20, they stayed in this area for all intents and purposes. And then finally they had to recoup. They drove it up to this edge where they had a short occur. Several students looked for that one as well. And then it just came down and they tried again. And they did get new lows on the day, but they just couldn't maintain it. There is a hard buyer in this area that just kept buying everybody up. And ultimately, they drove the market up one more time, put in new highs, and it looked like we might have gotten some potential to make that move back to that close, but we never got it. The volume got thin, and it dropped like a rock, and you can see that we're just finishing between these HVAs here. So we are finishing net down as we never even got to the close. It's a very similar story in the NASDAQ. Never getting to that close, not even getting to that range, opening gap down. Let me just scroll back here, and you can just see initially we had a move down. Like the ES, we hit that edge. Unlike the ES, we did make some new highs right out of the gate, testing those ones. And then you can see they put them in, and then they just kept driving it, and it just got choppy in the NASDAQ, and they were fighting it tooth and nail. They did not want to bring this down. And we had the FOMC minutes today, but they didn't do anything today. It was very choppy. You can see there's just in between this HVAs, much like the ES. And then we did get a rally. They hit this one here, but it was just a lot of volatility. And this is the most participation we really saw in the markets with those FOMC minutes. The most volatility all day was right here. And it didn't do much. Ultimately, though, as we got closer to the close, they did make new highs. They had that round trip surpassing those highs of the days. And much like the ES, that volume got thin and they dropped it down. But ultimately, we are also finishing net down in the NASDAQ. If you're interested in learning more information about these levels, about the methodology, and what we do in our rooms each and every day that the market's open, feel free to reach out to us. We are Target Trading Academy. You can find us at Facebook or go to our website at targettrading.co. Again, that is targettrading.co. Get in touch with a representative at either location. They'll gladly show you what we do in our rooms each and every day. You'll be able to see for yourself why we are the number one trading education company in the world. We look forward to seeing you there. And I don't know what this news is right now, whatever offloading company is, but you can see that volatility just came in and shot it up. So we do have about 40 minutes left till the Chicago close. So we may just see that get there. So we've gotten back into balance in the NASDAQ, and this is not typical of the video here, but you can see we got to that close. So we did reach balance in the NASDAQ, still far from it in the ES there. But I mean, with 40 minutes till the Chicago close, it looks like they've decided to play when mostly everybody is gone. So that is an interesting tactic that they've started to implement, and we'll see. We'll keep an eye on that if they're going to keep doing that after the New York close. But again, we'll catch you next time.